back to All About That Disney Life. I am Danny B, the girl who is all about that Disney life. We now move on to our next Disney musical. It is Hercules, which premiered off Broadway in 2019. So here are the facts. Number one, the development. In July of 2017, Alan Menken announced that he was working on a stage adaptation of the 1997 film Hercules. On February 6, 2019, it was announced that the theatrical adaptation would premiere later that year. Number two, the productions. We'll start off with the off-Broadway premiere in 2019. The world premiere occurred at the Delacorte Theater in Central Park, Manhattan, New York, as part of its Public Works program from August 31st until September 8th. Menken and David Chappelle returned to compose and write the songs, while Christopher Diaz wrote the book, Lear de Bassinet directed, and Chase Brock choreographed. Menken and Chappelle wrote new songs for the musical, as well as reusing the film's original works. Next, we have the production in Melbourne, which came out in 2023. On March 22nd, 2020, Alan Menken appeared on Rosie O'Donnell's live stream benefit for the Actors Fund, where he talked about his upcoming projects, saying, "I'm working on Disenchanted, the sequel to Enchanted, and I have another Broadway show." And in a separate thought, he added, "Hercules is coming to the stage. Of course, we did that in Central Park last summer." Disney Theatrical subsequently confirmed that they intend to make the product available for licensing. On May 16, 2020, it was reported that Robert Horn will write a new iteration for the musical, with Lear de Bassinet returning as director. On August 18th, 2020, Menken confirmed that the musical is indeed being adapted to Broadway. In April of 2022, it was announced that a revised version of the musical would play at Paper Mill Playhouse in Melbourne, New Jersey during the 2022-2023 season, from February 16th to March 19th, 2023. The revised book would be written by Kwame Kwe Arma and Robert Horn. Next up is the production in Hamburg, which came out in 2024. The first international production and world premiere of Hercules opened at the Neue Flora in Hamburg, Germany on March 24th, 2024, and was directed by Casey Nicola. It is the first Disney stage musical to be developed in Hamburg. And finally, we have the West End production, which just premiered in 2025. The musical opened on June 24, 2025 at the West End's Theatre Royal, Drury Lane, following previews that began on June 6, with direction and choreography from Casey Nicola and additional choreography from Tanisha Scott. Number three, the legacy and impact. Hercules the musical, based on Disney's 1997 animated film, has evolved from a cult favorite movie into a celebrated stage production with a significant 2025 West End premiere following successful runs in New York and Germany. Its impact lies in blending Alan Menken's gospel-infused score with modern high-energy musical theater staging, focusing on themes of identity, celebrity, and the definition of a true hero. Number four, the impact on theater and audience. Stage evolution. Following a 2019 Central Park workshop and a 2023 Paper Mill Playhouse run, the musical premiered in Hamburg before opening at London's Theatre Royal Drury Lane in June of 2025. Musical style. Composer Alan Menken and lyricist David Chappelle updated the score with new numbers to complement the original hits like Go the Distance and I Won't Say I'm in Love. The music is heavily influenced by gospel sung by 5 muses who serve as cornerstone to the show's energy. Critical reception. The West End production received mixed to positive reviews. Critics praise the cast, high-energy performances, and technical productions, like the LED screens and the Greek column aesthetics. However, some critics found the show, directed by Casey Nicola, to be more brassy than heartfelt, noting it lacked the emotional depth of the film. And cultural relevance. The musical updates the 1997 story to feel more contemporary, incorporating themes of modern celebrity culture and self-discovery. Number 5, the legacy and cultural significance. Zero to Hero Journey. The show is considered a crowd pleaser, particularly for fans of the original movie, serving as a nostalgic yet fresh retelling. Representation. The muses, often portrayed by 5 Black women, are highlighted as a crucial, empowering element that adds modern R&B influenced energy to the mythological story. Educational outreach. The production has generated educational resources in the UK, helping students aged 7 to 11 explore themes of heroism and citizenship. Live action connection. The success of the musical's approach has fueled anticipation for the planned live-action Hercules film, with reports suggesting that productions, like the musical, will take inspiration from the fast-paced nature of modern media like TikTok. While it may not have achieved the same instant massive critical acclaim like The Lion King or Frozen stage versions, The Hercules musical has cemented its place as a popular, feel-good addition to Disney's theatrical catalog, going the distance on its own terms. So Hercules on Stage, have definitely heard of it because of all of the TikToks that I've seen from the 2025 West End version, and I literally thought it came out in 2025 because of all the TikToks, but it turns out it's been out since 2019. Go figure. If they ever do a touring production, I would definitely want to go see a show because, in my opinion, and I'm sure there's a lot of Disney fans who feel this way, Hercules is such an underappreciated movie from the Renaissance era, if you know what I'm talking about, with Disney's Renaissance era from 1989 until I don't know what the cutoff year was for the Disney movies, but that time, the Renaissance era movies were like the golden tickets for kids who grew up in the 90s and 2000s like I did. Also, to be honest, Hercules is kind of the reason why I took a course in Greek mythology when I went to university. I had to take like a spare course, I call it that, like an extracurricular course that had nothing to do with what I was studying for university to be an educator, and I just chose Greek mythology because I was so fascinated. And it's like, did Disney really take inspiration from all that Greek mythology, put it into the movie? And apparently they did. And like the music is just unforgettable. Like there have been so many like tributes to Hercules. The fact, and don't forget that Susan Egan, who was the first Broadway belle, she voiced Meg in Hercules. So she's like a double Disney heroine in a way, which is nuts. Alan Menken also never disappoints with writing music because, like, I think Alan Menken will be like up there on top of the list of like famous Disney composers, like along with the Sherman brothers. But like to infuse the way that the muses use the songs to tell the story, like at the beginning of the movie, it's just like a genius thing. And yeah, the Disney rumor about the live action Hercules movie. I don't know, because you know how I feel about live action remakes. I refuse to watch anymore because I just prefer the animated versions. That's just me. But when they do come out with it, they need to get the casting right. They really do need to get the casting right for this one. Also, not to mention the fact that around the Disney parks, there's nothing of Hercules whatsoever. At least at Disney World, I have not experienced anything that has to do with Hercules. I don't know if any of the other Disney parks have any tributes to Hercules. Like, obviously, during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you see Pain and Panic because of they're the, like, Hades goons, but that's just during Halloween. And I don't see any other representation of Hercules anymore. So there you have it. Those are the facts to Hercules the musical. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day. Goodbye.